Hello, my name is Katerina Charalambous, and I'm currently studying for a Bachelor of Education in Early Childhood and Primary at ACU. By way of introducing myself, I went to primary school at Belmont State School, and my secondary education was at Loreto College, Coorparoo, in which I graduated in 2011. I currently hold a Certificate 3 in Early Childhood and a Diploma in Children's Services. I worked in the early childhood industry since I finished school up until 2019 and then relocated to work with primary age children, which I do currently. When I reflect on my time at school and why I wanted to be a teacher, I take myself back to my primary years, where I had the best experience, connected with my teachers, and felt at home in my setting. When I think about high school, I continued to feel unsupported when I didn't fit into my regular cycle of learning. I want to provide experience for children that drive them to want to learn. I want to be a teacher that engages children and allows them to flourish and to be the person they want to be, not the person that we need them to be. In high school, the main memory that sticks out to me, which is why I want to drive for change, was when I was struggling in the classroom with maths and science. The counselor at the time took me for a meeting and asked me, what do I want to do when I'm older? What do I see myself doing? I told her I wanted to be a teacher, and the response was if I didn't get my grades up, I wouldn't make it to university. I was then encouraged to start a Certificate 3 and attend school part-time so that I could work in childcare when I finished, even though that's not what I wanted to do. When I reflect and think back, I didn't know any better. I was very young. But I can see that I was not supported within the mainstream schooling as I couldn't connect to the subjects being taught. I didn't find any happiness in my learning about the subjects and couldn't connect with my teachers. I wasn't supported to fit into the classroom. Rather, I was pushed out. Throughout my learning and understanding of education, children, theorists, and philosophy, some philosophers and theorists that stick with me include Biesta, Noddings, and Howard Gardner. I am sure that as I continue to complete my degree, this will change and adapt. Upon thinking and guiding my practice, I have broken it down into 5 principal areas that I believe will guide my practice as a teacher. The first one being children as individuals. Howard Gardner discusses the idea of multiple intelligences in his work. In the book Educational Psychology, Margaret Kay and Wolfgang Hoy break down Gardner's idea of multiple intelligences. Gardner believed that all children learn differently based on their soul, their mind, and their personality. He broke it into 8 different intelligences: logical, mathematical, linguistic, spatial, bodily kinesthetic, interpersonal, intrapersonal, naturalist, and musical. When I read the work of Gardner, I see his ideas behind how we teach one area of content one way rather than adapting it to suit the learner. When I was in school, this is what I needed to engage with. My second one is hands-on learning. In all areas of university, the discussion about concrete classroom materials have been an asset to helping children connect their learning to their home life. A sense of happiness and safety. Noddings 2013 discusses the comparison of happiness to Aristotle's idea of eudaimonia, which is translated into a human flourishing. When I reflect on my experiences in high school, I wasn't made to flourish. I was removed from the space. Engaging with children's interests and their needs will gain their participation in the classroom, to watch them flourish in education and what interests them. As teachers, if we can engage with children and find out about what they enjoy, what they want to do, and how they work, this allows for much more room for them to flourish in our space. Noddings 2013 also discusses and finds out about how we can make children happy, what they want to do with their lives, and even if they don't know what their career choice is, guiding them through these decisions. The next one is education to guide life's choices. I strongly believe that education should engage children in experiences that will assist them outside of school. Biesta 2013 quotes, "The educational demand is not that students learn, but they will learn something to do with their life. They do for reasons. That is, with reference to intended reasoning." End quote. When I first heard this quote, it stopped me. I agree with Biesta's idea that if we are being educated for a reason, not for the sole purpose of curriculum, we often find that students will tend to receive it better. For example, students may learn about algebra in high school, but not learn about tax, buying a car, what to do if their car breaks down, and healthy relationships. We are guiding children through curriculum, but not through events that almost every student will face in their life. BESTA 2013 also refers to two questions, what for and for what. These two statements should guide education. I asked myself, why did I learn algebra? What for? Why didn't I learn about having or owning a home? I also acknowledge as my fifth that there is a curriculum that is embedded into the Australian culture to guide students in the classroom. I do acknowledge that the change to the curriculum should happen to guide the previous points that I have discussed. I do acknowledge that my beliefs and philosophy will change as I continue to learn and when I enter the classroom. I will, though, continue to reflect to this first philosophy I created and ensure I am staying true to myself. I end with a quote from Howard Gardner. Open quote. We should spend less time ranking children and more time helping them to identify their natural competencies and gifts and cultivate these. There are hundreds and hundreds of ways to succeed and many, many different abilities that will help you get there. End quote. Thank you.